Good morning, thank you for joining me. I hope everybody's well and having a good weekend. Today I have my monthly favourites for you. I feel like I have fewer things to show you this month. I don't know why, just as I haven't had so many favourite things, and I like this to be very truthful. Obviously I don't just want to show you a bunch of stuff that's not been a particular favourite this month, so it might be a little bit shorter than usual, but I hope I've got an interesting variety of stuff, hopefully something for everyone at the very least. Let me get my list up on my phone and pop it there so I can see what I'm doing. And the first thing I want to talk about is a bit of a revisit. It is Wild deodorant. You know how much I love my Wild deodorant. Changing to a more natural deodorant has been something that I've had on my to-do list for absolutely ages and just never got round to it. And Wild got into contact with me last October. I'd heard about them because I'd seen them online and I've never looked back since then. Honestly, it's one of the best things I've done in the last year, I would say. This is so good. It works so well for me. It has no aluminium salts, it has no parabens, it has no sulfates. The cases are reusable. You just slip in your new inner insert when this one runs out. These last for ages. I'm only on my third one since October. For me it works really well. I have no odour at all. That was the thing I was most concerned about, because I thought, does it really work though? But absolutely 100% for me. Brilliant. Since Wild's inception, they have saved over 200 tonnes of single-use plastic from landfill, which is yay for that. You know, that's a good thing, isn't it? As I said, you reuse your holder and all of the packaging on the refills. They come in little cardboard boxes that are recyclable, and of course the paper and card on the inserts all goes into the recycling as well. Lovely new scents for spring. We've got Rainforest Oasis. How nice does that sound? Pink grapefruit and lime. Yum. And also, I think this is my favourite, elderflower and watermelon spritz. Haven't tried any of them yet. This one smells absolutely delicious. They all smell nice, but I think this one is going to be the first one that I'm going to try. Wild, as you know, have a flexible subscription system. They're also introducing new products. There's some hand washes that I'm really keen to try, and they have lip balms coming out very shortly, I think I'm right in saying, which I'm also quite excited about because I do love a good lip balm. I've got a new code for you this time. It's a limited time code. It is Mrs. M20, and that gives you 20% off everything across the site. And honestly, I know this is an ad segment, but I couldn't recommend Wild highly enough. It's been an absolute game changer for me. So happy I changed. Don't know why I didn't do it years ago. Right, moving on. I've got a couple of food and drink products for you. A fairly good one and a not so good one. Let's start with the rather naughty one, and this was Instagram advertising that got me trying this, because who doesn't love a Mr. Kipling cake? People of a certain age probably have, like myself, have fond memories of Mr. Kipling. And I saw Mr. Kipling had started making ice cream based on the cakes. So I went and sought out the cherry Bakewell ice cream. I also bought the Viennese Whirl ice cream. Don't recommend that one. That one wasn't so good. But the cherry Bakewell ice cream, absolutely delicious. It's gone now, so I can't show you the packaging, but I'll pop a picture in. I think it's this side actually. I'll pop a picture in and so you'll be able to see it. And I believe it is stocked in Iceland and Morrison's, although when I went to try and find it in Iceland, local to me, I've only got very little Iceland, they didn't have it, but they did have it in Morrison's. So if you want to try that, if you're looking for a bit of a treat, a sweet treat, do try that, because if you like a cherry Bakewell, you will love the cherry Bakewell ice cream. Secondly, food-wise, actually a drink, is this, which I hadn't tried before. I saw it in Tesco's. It's the J2O Spritz, and this is apple and watermelon, lightly sparkling. I think this will really come into its own in the summer. It's so refreshing. It's light, it's not overly sweet, and it has 43 calories in this can, so it's not horrifically bad for you. But yeah, really enjoyed this. They come in a pack of 4 and they were on special offer in Tesco's last week or the week before. I think they had one other flavour as well, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, the apple and watermelon one, yum, really nice. let's do some products quickly. When I recommend something as a favourite, I generally like it to be something that I've been using for at least a good few weeks. One of these products I have not been using for a good few weeks, been using it for a good few days, but it's so good that I just had to share it. I really like this new foundation. I've only used it 3 times, however, it's really, I've got it on today. So the Revolution Skin Silk, I saw it advertised. I think I showed you in the vlog you'll have seen this week, Wednesday just gone. I think I showed it in that. It's a luminous serum foundation. It's so easy to use, so easy to blend, looks lovely. I wanted something a little bit lighter for summer. I still love the Super Serum Foundation by Revolution, which is only £5. This one I think is 11. But I wanted something lighter than the Super Serum Foundation for summer. It's quite full coverage, that one. And this one is glowy without being too shiny, which is perfect. It's so easy to blend. It's a really good colour match on me. I've got it in the shade F4. I'll link everything that I'm talking about below as far as I can, obviously. But yeah, I just wanted to mention this because I really, really love it so far. And I think for spring and summer, when you want something just a little bit lighter but does give really even coverage, covers up all that discoloration, really good. I think Revolution is so good at reasonably priced foundations. I really feel like we don't need to spend a lot of money on foundations these days. Next is something that I have been using for years. This is, and I mentioned this in a vlog recently as well, but didn't really talk about it. It's the Ordinary AHA BHA Peeling Solution. I've had, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 bottles of this. I bought it when it first came out and I've been addicted to it ever since. It's a mask that encourages skin cell, apparently I can't speak this morning, encourages skin cell turnover. It's quite strong. You definitely get that active, slightly stingy feeling, not unbearable at all, or not unbearable on me. If you have sensitive skin, you perhaps maybe want to give this a swerve, possibly, but if you don't have sensitive skin, I don't, it's absolutely brilliant in terms of just getting rid of dull, unglowy, dry skin that looks in need of help, as mine does at this time of year. It's just so good. I use it once a week and I absolutely swear by it in terms of promoting real good skin turnover and having a bit of a peeling, active, what's the word I'm looking for here? Thing. That's what it does. Highly recommend. Right, just a quick shout out for Carmex lip balm because this month I have had the worst dry lips. I suffer from dry lips anyway, but I've had the worst dry lips that I've had for a long time. A bit better now, but at the beginning of this month I was really struggling with them, and the old Carmex in this pot, not the stick ones, they're just not the same. I don't know why, but this Carmex is just the best lip balm. I really find that when nothing else is working, this does help. It's not brilliant, it doesn't cure them immediately, but this really does help. And yeah, long-lasting relief for dry chapped lips, it says, and I would say that sort of does what it says on the tin. And the final beauty product type of thing, just let me cross off the things on here that I've already talked about so I don't get mixed up, is this, which I've also shown in a vlog recently. It's from the Body Shop. It's Sheer Touch Lip and Cheek Tint. I don't like it on my lips, but I really like it on my cheeks. Again, I have this on today. Just a really nice colour. It shears out beautifully. It gives you a nice long-lasting bit of blush, and yeah, really very good indeed. I've got a discount code for Body Shop for 20% off across the range, so I'll pop that in with the link to this as well. Right, let's talk about TV. TV this month. We've watched some stuff that Ashley's enjoyed more than me. We're currently watching The Fall of the House of Usher on Netflix, which I'm not loving. Ashley's really enjoying. It's a bit sort of Hammer House of Horror-y, made by the same people that made The Haunting of Hill House, which I really enjoyed, and The Haunting of Bly Manor, which again we really enjoyed. But this one, not so much for me. But the thing we've watched that we really did enjoy was Hijack with Idris Elba. I think that's a 6-part series. It's on Apple TV, and it was really gripping. It was the type of thing, we very rarely watch 2 episodes of anything in a row, but that was the type that you got to the end, it was a real cliffhanger, and you were like, oh God, I really want to watch the next one. Did you enjoy Hijack? Ashley's around. You enjoyed Hijack, didn't you? With Idris Elba on the TV?
Yes.
Is that it? Is that just yes? Yeah, it was really very good.
Ending was a bit weak.
Nick said that as well, my brother said that, but I didn't think it was. I thought it ended really well, but yeah, it was very watchable, very enjoyable. I'm also glued to MAFS Australia, Married at First Sight Australia, which is back on Channel 4. I think that's about 2/3 of the way through now, maybe, and I've been really enjoying that. My mum watches it as well, and we have a daily debrief of the latest episode, so that's always fun. Moving on to books, I've got a couple of actual books. This one I have talked about before. It's A Year of Positive Thinking, and I just read a little bit of that every morning. It has a thought for the day, for every day of the year. Shall I read you today's? 1st of April, as I film this, and it says, how would you recognise happiness unless you knew what unhappiness felt like? It's hard to have one without the other. And that's very true, isn't it? Just really like this. It's a real nice thing to gift as well, I think. The other book that I've been dipping my toe back into this month is, not sure if I mentioned this one on here before or not. It's called The Roasting Tin. The premise is it's all-in-one recipes that you cook in the oven in a roasting tin. It's got everything from starters to main courses, savoury to sweet, and it's a really good book. I was introduced to this, I'm not even going to say her name because I'll just completely butcher it, this author, cook, whatever, with her original book, The Green Roasting Tin, which was a vegetarian version of the same thing, which is one of my most used cookery books ever. It's brilliant. This one I got a couple of years ago, and I've not used it that much, but we've been using it a little bit this month, and everything I've cooked from it has been absolutely delicious. So yeah, I recommend this one. Very nice. It's got lovely illustrations as well. Just let me flick through. I do like recipes to have colour pictures with them. I think that's always more encouraging to cook them if you've got a nice picture of what it's meant to look like. I never really understand the concept of recipe books that don't have pictures in. Fiction wise, finally, I read this month, my favourite book I've read was Oversharing by Jane Fallon. Now Jane Fallon, I've read many books of hers over the years. Fun fact, she is Ricky Gervais's partner, I believe. But her latest, it's not her latest book actually, because I'm a little bit behind, but this book, Oversharing, was really good. She is the queen of revenge chick lit, I guess you'd call it. And this book took a real look at the images we project of ourselves online, particularly influencers and other people as well, lay people, I guess, as well. And yeah, that the sort of how far we go in terms of writing a wrong, writing as in R-I-G-H-T, writing a wrong that we feel has been caused to us, and just a real good read, and some nice characters, and easy to read and very enjoyable. I think I've got a couple more of her books that I haven't yet read on my Kindle, so I need to get on with reading those. Right, I said it was going to be a short and sweet one. Usually these go on for over 20 minutes. I've obviously been very succinct this morning. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Everything linked down there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.